Tag.
Herr Schmidt.
To your worries? Buy a puppy. Me? I got better things to do.
I hope that wasn't your attempt at pillow talk, darling. I suppose I shouldn't have drank so much.
He gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family.
No changing it now.
It's hard to have standards.
I went through basic with them, decent sort, but the Italians, Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
Take it easy on the vine there, Ronald. This ain't communion. I always said find someone with prospects. It's not my fault she married a hobo.
Mr. DeWitt, back again. And so soon.
Being the best at what you do can really take it out of you. So unwind at Fort Frolic. Gamble, shop, taking a show, or meet a new friend, all at Fort Frolic. Fort Frolic, where the best and brightest celebrate success.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
Best quit while you're ahead.
I was Italian always keep it don't right? About the dispersions being made about me, huh? This legal nonsense, right? About what Ryan warned us about is society of lawyers, huh?
Dr. Steinman told me he uses my picture to judge facial symmetry.
Darling, that line actually work on anyone before closing time?
No different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans, I sell companionship.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
That's the Bible talking, pal. That's your mother talking. What does Ryan say? Petty morality? You can keep it.
Well, hello.
Whatever the flaw, Dr. Steinman has a solution. Come see him at a Standardized Hills in the Medical Pavilion. Dr. Steinman will make a new woman out of you, guaranteed.
Look around, please. Come right in. Sir, ma'am.
Diet rich in fish and sea greens improves cognitive function. Don't you want to be as brilliant as you can possibly be? Visit Neptune's Bounty. Smart for your brain, smart for your wallet.
Look around, please.
You got a wife? Fine, that's a contract. You got a job? Fine, that's a contract. It's all business of one kind or another. We all have physical needs, but time is a commodity. You want to spend it wooing some woman? Well, fare thee well. My clients, well, they got bigger fish to fry.
I'm not looking to be an obstacle to your accomplishments. I'm a modern fella. I just want to walk next to you and admire your stride.
Darling, you do know how to talk to a woman.
Frank Fontaine. Now there was a straight shooter. One of us.
I don't want to follow one of us.
You imagine having a beer with Andrew Ryan? Probably some teetotaler. Don't trust a man don't drink, least from time to time.
Ryan understands something fundamental about mankind. We want to be better than we are. That is what separates us from the jungle.
Buongiorno, signore.
You'll need to get used to seeing a few strange sights from time to time.
I suppose we are living in the future.
So many children. It can't all be coincidence.
Wallet a little light? At Surgical Savings, we'll happily work out an affordable payment plan for any major procedure. Potentially terminal illnesses won't wait until payday, should you?
Ryan's been good to me. Few are the patrons who truly understand the struggle of the artist. But even I was a little leery. Suchang observed strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchang's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage! Theft of intellectual property!
But man name of a thing is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Su Chong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Can I help you? Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason, and one reason only. He built a better mousetrap.
Oh, for God's sake, Armand, you want to get us both rounded up?
So you admit it, that Ryan's rounding people up.
It was a figure of speech.
The pot calling the kettle black is a figure of speech.
I keep my head low and I do my job.
Like a good German.
Now, is that a figure of speech? I used to see him all the time at Eve's garden like he was for that show, but then he'd disappear with Jasmine Jolene.
Well, that makes sense.
What do you mean?
If anyone knows anything about disappearing, it would be her.
Are you in the know? You've doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out. Once they learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
You've earned your reputation as a gambler, Mr. DeWitt. Perhaps you'd like to try earning one as a detective.
Why are you wasting your time with that one?
All that unpleasantness with Fontaine seems so far behind us now.
I hope all of his crowd are enjoying themselves. Locked up forever.
Gotta hand it to the old man. Locking up Fontaine's thugs in his own department store. That's poetic justice.
Why, hello. Just a moment. Take your time. Take it all in. If there's anything I can do...
Amazing what a few months' peace and quiet's done for the general mood.
All them orphanages and poorhouse did was to encourage the takers. Give a man a hand, he'll take an arm.
Where have you been, DeWitt? You expect me to drink alone?
How many have you had?
Gonna get work with my leg all busted up like this. Foreman says I should have been more careful.
Something will turn up. Adversity breeds opportunity, that's what Ryan says.
Taking over Fontaine's business any different from, say, eminent domain? It's just the hand of government coming down on the individual.
Fontaine was a criminal.
By whose standards? Ryan's? I prefer when the judge doesn't profit off the penalty.
Booker.
come in, if there's anything I can do.
You need something, friend?
They're all gone. Ryan, she's the new Houdini.
He's got him in a department store?
In Fontaine's department store. If I wanted this, I might as well have stayed in Vladivostok.
Fontaine's thugs were nothing more than a bunch of parasites. Ryan looks out for Rapture.
Ryan looks out for Ryan.
And why not? It is the sweat of his brow. We're just the gnats buzzing around, no?
It's temporary.
Temporary. Just like gulag. Temporary. Until someone puts bullet in your head.
Welcome.
This clown bothering you, miss? Say the word, I'll take care of it.
The Great Chain guides all of our efforts. Even if we can't see it, it's there.
Was it the Great Chain who took over Fontaine Futuristics? Sorry, lady, I ain't bothered.
Keep your hand on the chain, friend.
I don't have all the flaws and drawbacks other people have. You know, emotions. I'm just a more perfect machine, I guess.
Think about what we could accomplish together, you and me. I propose a merger.
If the smell of booze starts your engine, I'll arrange us a tour of Worley's winery.
hand out. Just a leg up.
You'll forgive me if I can't see the difference.
It's my leg, Arlen. Doc says it'll never straighten out. Can't climb ladder if knees won't bend.
Wasn't the foreman who pushed you off that roof, pal? We start expecting someone else to carry us, and Rapture's gonna become a city of cripples.
Mr. DeWitt. We'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?